Okay, so game jam's due in a couple hours. I'm gonna see if I can see if I want to change anything about it, you know. I think I'm gonna take out any unnecessary kind of code. Want to test a couple things. So like, are we cool with the bird starting in the top left like that? I feel like the rain can afford to be a little more transparent, or a little less transparent rather. What's kind of interesting, I didn't do this on purpose, but the sun, since the biomes, you know, biomes here, and biomes here, that if you put the bird in the sun, you actually can kind of get a little bit of all three. You got some rain, you got some glare, you got some wind. So that's actually kind of interesting. If you're in the sun there, you can get a little bit of all three. I didn't do that intentionally, but that's kind of cute. Maybe the glare can afford to be a bit brighter too, and the rain can be a bit brighter. So in our wind tween, we'll say this is now maybe 130. Then the glare. I can't actually do the glare anymore because I actually baked in the transparency on the flare tween. Like I baked it. It's like, yeah, so full opaqueness at 255 would actually be like 30% transparent because that's how I exported the PNG. So we can't too easily change that at the moment. That's cool. This is really cool. I'm really happy with this. Oh, you know what I just realized? The rays of the sun have art. The rays are over the other sun. See that? Very slight, but I'm gonna go fix that. If we go to our background too, I'm gonna just look at it real quick. Yeah. So yeah, look at the, yeah, I don't want those ray dots over it like that. Oh, it's weird that the, see all that, like that should be a solid line, a connected line here. We're actually, oh, we're not using background 2, we're using background 1. We can remove that from the, yeah, we're using background 1. We ended up removing that because of this exact issue. Yeah. But if you look at this solid line of ray that comes from the sun, and then play hours, see how it's not exactly a solid ray. So I'm wondering what, is anything we can do for that? You know, because I'm pretty sure we're at the same resolution. Oh, it's not. That's why. Okay. You know what? What's the... So here's the problem. We made the art in full 1080, which gives specific... So like, you know, 1 pixel of a 1080 file. See how this line is just not really a line, it's just lines getting higher and higher. But zoomed out, it looks like a line. Since it's only 1 pixel, if we scale this by any, we'll start to get that break apart. We'll start to get this break apart for single lines. So if we want to fix that break apart, which actually I don't think it bugs me all that much. I think it's fine. It kind of looks like, yeah, I think it's fine actually. Because also a lot of the, or all of the logic is coded in relative terms to the virtual resolution. And if we change that virtual resolution, then all our biomarkers will change. But I think this is perfect. So I think I want to touch up the white off this tree here. Well, actually it kind of looks good. And I just mainly want to just touch up this sun, I guess. So let us open our background 1. We can delete this background 2. I don't want that in my repo. So I might have to take that out. Let me see if I do a get status here. Yeah, deleted. So it tracked that at least. I think my new commit will take care of that. So we want to open this in Sprite, and then we want to touch up a few things. It's just frozen. Great. Don't you love it? Okay. Just open up Sprite. Okay. We're going to open PG. Yeah, I kind of like, maybe the green or the white over here was too much. But I did actually like the white on there for whatever reason. Okay. So we just need to, this is 10 pixels. We can just erase all these beautiful lines. could probably hardly see it on the compression on YouTube, but I am doing something. Okay. Any other things we want to touch up? I think I'm okay with that. Just save it. And then when we reload it, it should already be there because we just edited the same source file. Perfect. This is awesome. Scotty played this yesterday and he said it looked like umami, and I thought that was like the best compliment I'd ever received in my entire life. I recorded these bird sounds too. The only one I didn't record was this windy one. Pulled that off YouTube. This is great. You know, I'm feeling like it's missing something. It needs, like it needs one more biome. But I can't, I'm not about to be able to implement all that stuff. It's due in a couple hours, but maybe there's a smaller thing we can do. I would really like to do a weather, almost like a interactive screensaver, right? Of like the sun sets and then it gets to be night, and then you can kind of sit in the different biomes at different times. That would be cool, but it's a lot of work. And it would require multiple different sounds for the biomes, and I'm trying to think of something little I can implement that might add just a bit more something to this, but I really like it. Now, is this is probably a bit too fast for the bird, huh? Like if we could move a little bit slower than this. So in our player, we have a player speed constant, which is going to be just 10. So let's say if we moved 5, is that too slow? Let's see, because I want a little more control over where I place the bird. And if we move slower, yeah. Yeah, if you're kind of sitting in the bottom, if you're sitting right here, you can get little glimpses of it all, you know. You can get the glare, the rain, and the wind, which is kind of cool. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this. I think this is great. Yeah, and this having this speed feels pretty good on the bird, so I'm happy with that. So I guess let's see if there are any other things we can take out that are unnecessary before we do our final commit. I guess if we want, we can just add some comments, but we're basically, we're basically good to publish or whatever. Okay. So I guess here we can say, rain animation update, and then wind animation update. It's very simple. Like it kind of speaks for itself. The most complicated stuff is this because we're using functions or values that are assigned on our other functions, but pretty simple. Like this is, bird animation. This is input handling. I think we're good to go. I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to leave this in here just because if I want to, revisit it or add some biomes or something, we could just toggle that back on. But I'm really happy with this. So let's do our final commit. Just do one last test. Scotty was saying we should add a text saying make sure your sound is on. That's great. That's so great. Very great. I want to add like an Easter egg, but idea for the Easter egg is if you sit right here, where you in the sweet spot of all three biomes, maybe you'll hear something special. But, you know, very rarely, you know. So if you accidentally swing by it, chances are you won't hear it. But if you sit there long enough, you'll hear it. So what is a special sound? We can put a secret biome here. What's a special little sound we can do? I'm not sure. I do think it'd be fun to add that Easter egg, you know? Let me just look what comes up for weather sounds. I mean, even if it's not a weather sound, but it's just like an Easter egg, like a sound that, you know, just an Easter egg, like what would be like an R2d2 sound or something. You know, if you're right there, and it only, you know, plays once a minute. So like, let me see. This sounds like a bird. You know, that one might work. That's the classic one. I like that one too. I think I'm gonna take that. You know, it's gonna be tiny. It's gonna be a super Easter egg because it's like you're gonna only hear it. It's a very short sound clip, and you can only hear it if you're close enough in the sun biome, which we're gonna have. It's like a secret biome, and its biome marker is going to be so tiny, so that in order to hear the amplitude of this Easter egg, you have to be within a couple pixels of the perfect sweet spot, right? So I'm going to take I'm going to get this, what was it, 8 seconds? At 8 seconds, and then export it into a 1 minute long, you know, MP3 file. Here we go. Nope. So we're gonna open this up in Audacity. Now we're just gonna do the sound itself so that we can test it and amplitude and everything. Oh, give me a break. Okay. We're gonna continue with the MP4. Try that. If I had Audition on this computer, if Adobe would allow Audition to work on this computer, or if they allowed the older updates, I would be able to use Audition and this would be real easy, but they don't do that. Okay, so there's the MP4. And we're trying to okay, whatever, dude. I guess you just can't do it. That's what you're saying to me. Do I have Media Encoder on here? Okay. So the order of operations here is take the MP4, make it a MP3 so that Audacity can handle it, and then trim it, and then trim it, and then it'll be a quick file. It'll be a a 3-second file first off the bat. And then once we get the new biome and the between placement working just right, then we'll add the minute-long Easter egg version. So now that we've got this MP3, Audacity likes it, we can go, where's the 8-second? I don't really like Audacity, to be honest. I'm not too familiar with it. It's like I just want to play the timeline audio. Okay, there we go. So, god damn, okay. Well, it's like it doesn't just give me an indicator, right? Like, if we drag it there, we can see the number on the indicator, so we know it's about at 8 seconds. So it's so annoying, guys. I don't know how to freaking... How do I just make it bigger? No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Yo, playback speed normal. Why would it not be normal? This is so annoying. I really don't like this. Okay, that is what I wanted to do. So where's the sound we need? It's these three, I think. So let's give us these three, and then I'll say file, export as MP3. In our weather source music. Okay. I want to open the... My question is, like, if I just selected that and saved it, did it save the whole selection or save the entire file or the selection? So we're gonna see if this is just the sound we want, which it is not. So we need to do something different. So we need to just do... God damn it. It's very annoying that it does that. It's like I want to set an in point, an out point. Okay. There we go. Now, export MP3. Yes. Yes, and then overwrite. Yes. Overwrite to the one I had in there. And now, if we open our R2 MP3, should be a short sound. Motherfucker. Hold on. Let me make sure I open the right one. In weather. Yeah, that's the right one. So something's not working. We need to export selected audio as that, and then overwrite it. Okay, that should work. Now, if we open R2 MP3, it should be a short file. Then we'll just have to normalize it by doing edit. No, what do we do? Effect, amplify. God damn it. Select all, effect, amplify. Amplify by -5. Still too loud, but that might be okay, because it's like, it's only going to be full loudness if you're right at the biome, which we kind of want it to be, so I guess. It's just so annoying, right? But I think it's okay. I think turn it down a bit more, and then I just want to... I think it's fine. It's fine. We'll just save this. Okay. So we've got our R2 sound. For the Easter egg, and what we're going to do is, first of all, import it, right, as a sound. So we need a new index in our sound table that's called R2d2, and we're assigning it a audio source that takes in a path to the file, which is in source music, And I'm going to put it, or I'm going to save it as R2d2 so we can just keep it consistent. R2d2, and then it goes okay. So we've got our R2d2 sound. We need to do you know what? I got an idea just for so we're going to print out, we're going to find out what the x of the x and y of our biome placement needs to be, where we want the sound to happen. So we're going to print out a player x and a player y. It's going to be player x, and it's going to be there, and then we're going to print out a player y so we can know where to spawn our biome. So let's see. So if we want the Easter egg to be all three, you know, where's the sweet spot of all three? It's kind of like right there. Because you don't have the wind until you're like right here. I feel like this is the sweet spot. Because you get the glare, you get the wind, and you get the rain. So if you chill right here, you'll get the Easter egg, which is x is 835, y 245. So if you chill right here, you'll be able to hear not only all three of the sounds at once, but the special R2d2 sound as well, every minute or so. So, and there's a chance, like the way this works is it kind of loops in the background and it sets its gain according to your position. So if you're closer to it, it'll sound. So there's a chance that if someone were to just fly through this area, they might hear the whistle of the Easter egg without realizing it. And then they can kind of be like, wait, hold on, what was that thing I just heard? And then go back there and hear that it goes every minute, but only if you're right there or within the biome X, Y marker, you know, the C length of the biome marker as well. So let us, I'm going to comment this out for now, but we basically, in our play state here, when we do our other sounds here, yeah, we need to do our R2d2 sounds as well. So we say R2d2, R2d2, and this needs to be a player. R2d2 tween, which we need to give ourselves, and we need another biome for R2d2 biome. So we're going to say R2d2 biome gets a biome object that is called R2d2, and then the X and Y, which is a hard-coded 835 and a 245. And then we need basically a tiny biome marker for this thing, maybe 20 pixels down, or 20 pixels, yeah, to the left. So it could be like maybe 8, 15, 20 pixels to the left and 20 pixels down, which would be 265. And then we're gonna actually turn on the rendering of the biomarkers to see if we've placed our R2d2 biome correctly, but we also need to render it. R2d2 biome render. Okay, so now the audio is just going to play, well, actually, I'm going to just turn this off because we don't have that tween value yet, so it's probably going to yell at us. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So the tween value is a very small one. I'm going to print out this R2d2 tween, which we need to kind of give in the first place. So we need to say that there's a self R2d2 tween that gets 0. And then we need to say, we need to do this, but for R2d2. So if R2d2 biome is greater than that, we're gonna, so it's like we're doing the same thing where we're just saying if our player's hypotenuse length is greater than our biome's hypotenuse length, then you're always going to be 0. And this 0 is going to be the gain for our sound. So that's always going to be quiet. So we only set our sound if our player C length is smaller than our biome's C length. So like you're closer to that hypotenuse, you know, or you're less distance away from the hypotenuse. So we just need to make this the appropriate biome. And we want to print this value out so we can test. You know, we need a this, oh God, wait, hold on. This is what I needed to delete. This needs to be just R2d2 tween gets 0. And then this needs to be 1 value on our R2d2 tween. Okay, so now I want to print up our tween for R2d2 and see how ridiculous it is. We need to increase our biomarker to give us a little more space for the tween, because we want it to be possible to figure out, you know. I guess this would be, it's part of this R2d2 tween is part of our player instantiation. So we need to say R2d2 gets player dot R2d2 tween. Okay, let's see. Perfect. So I'm hoping, no. What does that say, none? None? Player R2d2 tween gets 0. But if our player C length greater than biome length, R2d2 tween is 0. Like, why is it none and not 0? Like, it should just be 0, right? Okay, at least it's 0 now. Why does that change it? We need to make it bigger for testing purposes. Because yeah, we need that value. We need that 0 value to be going. It needs to be 0 at all times unless you're close to this blue square. And the blue square is actually the top left. So it's like if the top left of my bird square is aligned with the, it's like close to that, you know. So are we, oh, I know what we're not doing. In our play state, we need to run get hypot length on our R2d2 biome. And then we also need to run it on, we need to get the R2d2's, we need to get the Easter egg biome hypot length as well as our player's hypot length in regards to where the certain biome is. So now that should work. We should be 0 at all times unless we get close to that blue square, in which case it goes slowly up until a +1. Perfect. So with this current biome marker, anytime the R2d2 value is greater than 0, that's when you're going to be able to hear the R2d2 sound. So it looks like you can, you know, have a spot of that big to kind of fly around and have a chance to hear it. But I think that's too much. I think we need it. I think we want it smaller. It's like a, I think we want, let's try that 20 pixels again, where it's 815 and 265. And then while we're at it, now that we've got those tweens actually working in our right here, we're going to set our volume of our looping R2d2 sound to play based on our tween values. So it's going to be looping, so it's going to be really annoying, but we're going to change it to the once a minute once we get this figured out. So that's about the sensitivity of it, you know. unless you're, that's about what I want it to be, like a little square. So you can only hear it if you're there, which, so the secret is, if we hear it, are we able to see all three, you know, rain, wind, and glare, which we are. So I think I think the biome could afford to be moved up just a bit, actually. We can go this to 35 and this to 55, and let's see if that treats us okay. I think it needs to be a little lower, actually. And since it's once in a minute, it's going to be pretty rare. So it's like, it seems really obvious now when it's looping, but I do want it smaller than that. So biome can be, how about 240? And let's just only do a 10 pixel buffer for the biome marker. Because we want it to be fairly accurate. It's like it's a secret, you know? Yeah, look how close those are. That's cool. Okay. We're very close. What I want to do is, first of all, I want to quiet it down just a bit, because relative to the other sounds, its max volume is a bit too loud. So I just want to quiet it a little bit. So we'll maybe minus another 3 dBs or something from it. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to export this, or we're going to save. Wait. I guess we do got to export. Export as MP3. We're going to overwrite our R2d2 MP3. And then what we really need to do is make a new minute-long duration. So it's like if we open R2d2 MP3, how do I fucking I want a timeline of a minute. How do I do that? There. So it's like we want all the way to a minute, right? And we want our audio. Motherfucker. I can't move it. You can't move it? Here. Okay. So at 10 seconds, it plays the first R2d2 sound, and it doesn't play it again for another minute. And I give it the 10 seconds so that we can launch the game, find the spot, hear it. If you know what's up, then you don't have to wait a whole minute to hear it again. But we are going to test this. Yeah, we're at a minute. So we're going to say export selected audio. Okay. Highlight all. Export selected audio as R2d2 egg for the minute long version. I just didn't want to override it just yet. Didn't work. It needs, that's what we need to do. Now, if we say export selected audio, we can overwrite our egg, and that's the minute long Easter egg version. Now, if we load up egg, it should play the sound at 10 seconds. It stopped. You know, I wanted the whole minute. God damn it. I want the whole minute, but it stopped right after the, God damn it. It's so annoying, man. It's very annoying. So if I export selected audio without selecting any, it says Command A to select all, then try again. But that just selects it. Dude, this is shit. Okay. Why does that not do a whole minute? Export selected audio. Egg. Why does that only become 10 seconds? I got no idea how to do this. Just give me a freaking minute-long recording, man. Why do you only... Because look, if like, let's say I wanted this much of audio, it would, if I export, it would do this, it would do that, and then it would cut here. Is that right? So if we, oh, not that, not that, not that. We want to export selected audio, overwrite our egg, and then see that it's not actually 4 seconds long, it's only like 2 seconds long. That's so fucked up, man. Why do you do that? I guess the move really is we have to wait a minute for the Easter egg Um, okay. God, man. Okay, here. There's a minute. Command A, select all. See, I don't think that'll actually work. We need to select all from the very beginning. Oh my God. What the fuck is happening to me? Okay. Okay, that should work. We're going to export selected audio as egg MP3. I'm going to replace it. Hopefully this is a minute long. Cool. And it plays the Easter egg at the end of a minute. Okay. So I'm going to keep the loop in here, but rename egg to be R2d2 so it's imported in our project. Now, here we go. Here's the moment of truth. We're going to load it up. We're going to play a bit. Actually, I'm going to turn off. I want to be able to find these markers, right? It's like I want to be able to find actually, we don't need this if we're not rendering stuff with them, which we are only doing that for development purposes, so maybe I'll just leave that off. Okay, so we're chugging along. We've got this one, got this one, got this one. We try to get all three. Make sure you get a little bit of glare, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. Does the secret R2d2 sound play on a minute-long interval? So like, this is me trying to find that sweet spot without printing the biomes or the tween. So if this spot works for the Easter egg, probably good. It's just a waiting game of like, how long is a minute, you know? But if you do sit in the sweet spot of all three, you'll be able to hear 4 sounds at once. Every minute. Should happen any second now. Or it's busted. Not, man. If my feet are just above the horizon there, does that not trigger the tween? Because it should. If we tweet up our tween, no, that's not right. We turn on our tween here. Make sure we are actually playing our sounds. Yeah, we're playing R2d2. Oh, you know what? We might have been just out of it. So we should lower. Because, yeah, this should be it. This should be it also. So, and it's just barely not. So we can either move our biome down a bit, or give ourselves a little bit bigger of a buffer for our biome marker, which I think is going to be the move. So I might as well make it a bigger space for people to discover the secret. You know, it's only once a minute, so. Under our play state, when we make our R2d2 biome, we'll give it a little bit bigger. We'll give it 5 more pixels on either side or whatever. So let's see if the tween value gets set for where I was placed at the bottom of the horizon there. A little bit of space. You know, it's like your feet. Yeah, your feet gotta be. Oh, see, like that should probably be it. That's it. See, that should probably be it too. So maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, you know what? We did this the wrong direction. So we need, what, 15? That gives us a 20 pixel buffer, is that right? Yeah, so we need to be a little smaller than this. Maybe we want 15, so 20. 15 by 15. 15 pixel X and Y difference for our hypotenuse length. So yeah, since that spot's it, I think that's perfect. Because this doesn't have enough glare, but that does. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. So one thing is when it spawns or starts, do you hear that click of the audio when it like starts? Well, didn't happen that time, so I don't know what that is. We're going to turn this off. I guess let's see if the Easter egg works. So we start off as a bird. Our minute timer is going. Gets louder and louder. It's louder and louder. It's louder and louder. Now, if we want to find the secret 4th sound, we try to balance all 3 biomes. So where you can see all of them. So there's the clouds. We've got the wind, we've got the glare, and we've got the rain. So this is the spot to wait for the secret Easter egg. And it happens to be right in the sun, which kind of gave me the idea. Because it was like, what if you were in the sun and that was the way to get a secret sound? Which, because the biomes intersect close to the center of the sun, so kind of perfect. So we should hear it soon. We should hear the secret R2d2 sound soon. It's been a minute, right? That's it. That's the secret. That's the secret. And it'll play that every minute if you're chilling there. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna take out, actually, it's nice to be able to toggle the render stuff, so I'm just gonna leave it, well, you can toggle it here. Just leave it off. Okay. So we did a little secret thing today, which is add an Easter egg. Oh gosh, we gotta submit. We gotta submit. What time? We got 3 hours. Okay, yeah. Let's just submit it and be done. I'm happy with it. We can tidy up whatever we want. Okay. I don't know why I needed the else if for this to work, but it doesn't work without it, so whatever. I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm curious if this is the R2d2 sound as well. I think the lens flare looks surprisingly good. I thought it was going to be absolute trash. So yeah. Yes, it works. That's the Easter egg, man. That's beautiful. That's just great. I really love that. Super cool, dude. Super cool. Very cool. I love it. We can take out the R2d2 loop, and then we're going to have to add all that stuff to our Git. So we're going to do a Git add and commit with a message saying added Easter egg final commit for the game jam, for the code jam submission. Okay. Now we're going to git push to our origin main, and I guess let's submit it. Here we go. What do we say for this? We're going to have to say gosh, okay, well, Okay. Play as a bird. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay. It's a game. It is a downloadable game. It's released, I guess. Yeah, 0 or no payments. So you can either upload, use Butler to upload game files, add external file. So does this mean I don't even know how big our project is. It's only 8 MBs. Okay. Can I say, what, you can't just import that folder? I don't think it can. I don't know. I might have to just tell it, like let's look at my submission last year. Or not, 2 years ago, actually, is when I did it last. Right here. Made with Love2d and Lua. Yeah. Download the master folder from my repository. Download Love2d. Once you've unzipped the master folder, drag and drop folder onto the Love shortcut to run the game. That's perfect. And then if you hit download, it goes to the link of my repository, which is great. So weather, play as a bird, piece of software, no payments. Why does this just not work? Because I'm curious if I had to upload this link or something, or how that worked. Okay, we got to do a couple things. I want to figure out, I like that I was able to color this, and then it's cool that it has the way to download it. So I'm wondering, um, um, okay, well, yeah, I got 3 rankings. That's awesome. Look at how nice people were. Or this is everything, every ranking on this thing. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. how to get that download. How to get that download link that I had for this. But it might do it. Let's just try it, I guess. It really doesn't like that, huh? Okay, I'm stupid. I need to copy the instructions here. So God. OLC Code Jam 2022, right? Whatever, dude. Oh, here. This is the download and install instructions. Oops. Okay. Instructions to play, made with Lua. Download and install instructions. Gosh, dang it. I'm gonna take all this. Okay. So download and install instructions. Comments, yes. Public. We've got download and install instructions. Got a genre. Here, we'll say made for the one lone coder, Code Jam 2022. The theme is weather. And then okay. Wait for the OLC Code Jam. Let's see if there was a different name for it. One locator Code Jam. Yeah, OLC Code Jam. So let's look at the submissions real quick. There's 60 submissions, almost twice as much as yesterday. So there's the page for the game. Oh, look how great that is. They got backgrounds and comments, and that's so sick. and it runs here in the in the player. That's sick. Dude. Oh. This is sick. That's awesome. This is great. Okay. I wanted to see if they said anything special about the game jam or anything, but I'll have to like make a page for this game or something, which I think this does. So look, we're recommended a 630 by 500. So 630 by 500. I'm just going to run the game. Or actually, I'm just going to do a screenshot when the color is decent on that weather fade. Maybe when it's like a blue or something. Now we're going to make a new comp 630 by 500. We're going to import what we just screenshot. And it looks like it did not the right thing. This is the one we needed on. This is just the photo. So we'll just snag that, paste it here, and place it. You know, something like that, except smaller. I think that's kind of cute. So we'll export this as a PNG to, we'll just put it, yeah, we'll put it in our pics, but we'll have to take that out if we don't want to commit. You know, we might just leave this as is, as the code jam submission. So like, maybe there's no more updates on that Git project, you know, now that we're submitting it. We can make a branch and keep tweaking with it if we want, but thumbnail. Perfect. So let's add the thumbnail. Okay. Perfect. Now, okay. I don't know what this means. Does this mean I'm done? Okay. I do have it. Okay. Here. Yeah, let's do, background of this purpley. Bluey purpley. And then maybe a green. Okay. I mean, this stuff doesn't really matter. It's just, messing around, but yes. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna, I wanted it to say play as a bird right here, but okay. So play as a bird and discover the world. Oh, did it not save my menu thing? Oh, you recently, no. Did that not save it? Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Let's do it real quick. We're gonna say, we want blue. And then we want green. And we want readability. And we want our pixel font. And then I think I like that. I think I want to say Look how cool. Submission to the Code Jam 2022, which you can go to right away. Submitted with 3 hours remaining. Just want to make sure it's in here. Yep, look how cool. That's great. Oh, that's so cute. This is great. Okay. If you click on the page, I want to actually change the details of this game. If we edit game, play as a bird. So okay. Perfect. So I didn't see the download instructions. So like if we pretend like we're you know, looking at the entries here, you're like, oh, I want to play this one. Okay, I'll go to the HIO page. And then you can't even play it. So where's the download instructions that I added, you know? I had, yeah, where are those download instructions? They're not even on here anymore. Okay. I need to do something different here. Yep, we need this. So see, look, I actually uploaded it. I want to do that again. Upload the source code of, yeah, I want to do that. And then in the download and install instructions, see, why don't I have these options on this one? It's not it, you know, like, it's just not liking me to upload the source media. But I guess we can just do we could kind of copy this one. For install instructions. Install instructions. Made with Love2d and Lua. Download master folder from the repository. Okay, so here we're just gonna say do that shit, and here we're gonna say This is now weather, and this is now weather. Okay. Okay. Let's see what that's looking like. It still won't let me upload, right? Like it's just rainbow wheels on the upload files. Okay. If I say upload files, it doesn't let me just choose a whole folder. Like, oh, verify, what? Basically, leave page. I might need to verify my account or whatever, but here's the game page. Install instructions made with Love2d and Lua. Download the master folder from the repository. Download Love2d. Once you have unzipped the master folder, drag and drop the folder onto the Love shortcut to run the game. Perfect. So we're going to say arrow keys. Okay. Saving it. Problem completing. How would I verify my address? Okay, let me do this real quick. Because maybe that's why it was messing up. Okay. Email has been verified. So now can we upload external files? Yes. Source code. And it's, we know what it is, http github.com/yacobeans/weather. Perfect. Now, that's not the one I wanted. Okay. Save. Let's reload our game page. Cool. Made for okay, great. I think this is great. I just wanted to change the arrow keys line, which there's so many windows open right now. I want an updated one, not for this. Okay, weather. And then edit game. And to say use arrow keys to explore to fly. Let me just use the arrow keys to fly. See if you can find the Easter egg. Cool. So now, on our itch, we've got made for the OLC Code Jam. This theme is weather. I'm just gonna double check that there wasn't a different name for this or anything. OLC Code Jam 22.
Okay, I've hit the go live button. I have no idea what that means on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. And what's cool is if you go to this game jam, you go to the community, or you go to the submissions, then here I am. Oh, wait, where are we? Maybe I'm not on here. I don't see my entry anymore. My submission. Oh, if I'm signed in, I don't think it shows. It shows my own game. But if I were to do a separate window, no. Where am I? Oh, I'm right here. Okay. Cool. So if you go to my page, the game page, it says we're a submission to the Code Jam. It's got the picture, it's got some colors, it's got, you know, love2d.org. So maybe I can make that clickable. And then you can also just click download and see all the commits. So you'd be like, oh, look at this. First commit, play state, basic control, adjustment for sounds. You can see all the history even. But yeah, the last thing I think I want to do, look, I love that the little favicon shows up there. That's super cool. So I'm just going to make this a link and then call it good. Because it's just time. Okay, actually. If we go to our game and we say edit game, and in the description, we see that this is actually a link, and I don't get it, but we're going to do Okay, let's see what that looks like. Refresh this. Not what I wanted. Download Love2d from love2d.org. Download master folder from Git repo. Once you've unzipped the master folder, drag and drop folder onto the Love shortcut to run the game. All the install instructions actually on here now, which I guess which means we can get rid of this. Fuck. I didn't see the install instructions. Where to edit that? Oh, right here. Okay. So this is going to be a link. Oopsie. Okay. So we saved that. We refresh this. Now we should not have those two install instructions. We've got weather made for the jam. Use arrow keys to fly. See if you can find the Easter egg. Install instructions. Download the master folder from GitHub. Why there's that space there. Download Love2d. Download master folder. Okay. It's very close. I just wanted to do. I just want to say, why is that dot there, dude? If we go into the weather. Yeah, we're going to say download Love2d, download master folder. Okay, save that and see. Okay, the theme is weather. Use arrow keys to fly. See if you can find the Easter egg. Install instructions made with Love2d and Lua. Download the master folder. Download Love2d. Download master folder. Let's say unzip master folder. Okay. So I need to say, this is the first step. No, this is the wrong here. This one, made with Love2d and Lua. Download the master folder. Okay, we need to fix that. Okay, download the master folder. Save. Okay. Here we go. Weather, use arrow keys to fly. See if you can find the Easter egg. Install instructions made with Love2d and Lua. Download the master folder. Make sure that works. Yeah, you can download the whole folder right there. Unzip folder on your machine. Download Love2d. Say download and install. This is so backwards. This is so backwards. Download and unzip the master folder from here. Download and install Love2d from here. Then drag and drop the shortcut. Okay, let's try that. Use arrow keys to fly, see if you can find the Easter egg. Install instructions made with Love2d and Lua. Download. Maybe that should be in the other description. Made with Love2d and Lua for the Code Jam theme is weather. Okay, save. Try it again. Made with Love2d and Lua for the OLC Code Jam. The theme is weather. Use arrow keys to fly. See if you can find the Easter egg. Install instructions. You download and unzip the master folder. Download and install Love2d. Drag and drop the folder, the repository folder, onto the Love shortcut. And then by next time, I'm going to figure out how to embed either Love2d into Git or into this itch.io, or figure out how to use a different game engine to possibly, well, I really like using Love2d so far. But I want to be able, it's so cool, the peoples that you can play right in the game, right in the browser here. Like, that's going to be the ultimate. So I can send people a link and they could play the game, you know, instead of having to download, use GitHub and download open source game engine just to play. But download goes right here. So that works. I think it's good. I think we're done. Yeah, and then it's just jakobins.itch.io/weather. So I could send that link to friends to play it, or you can go visit that link to play it. Try it out. In my submission from last year. Cool. Perfect. Now I just want to make sure that if we go to the Game Jam page, go to submissions, that we're in there somewhere. Now, when we're signed in, I don't think it shows up, but it does show up there. So if we take this same link, open it, the incognito window, then now we are here. And if someone clicks on it from here, they'll see this, at which point they can visit the page or rate a game, because if we click on one of theirs, we can either, we can go to their page, and then this is cool. So yeah, one of the maybe tomorrow we'll play a handful of these that work, or wow, that's awesome. Oh no. Oh, this is sick. This is awesome. I love freaking code jams, man. This is great. Oh, this is awesome. Nice. 0% wetness right now. Those are usually my results. Oh yeah. Dude, this is actually fun. This is freaking great. This is cool, dude. Oh no, I got wet. I got 6% wet from that. This is awesome, man. I love that people make stuff. So like, if we want to see the code for this, like what game engine this guy use? On HTML5 you made this game? I want to see the code, like what game engine? Anyways, well, I think tomorrow we'll play a handful of these and give everyone ratings and comments and everything and see how it goes. Oh, dude. Is this the one he did? This is the one Lone Coder did? Bro, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, dude. Oh, give me a break. Oh, dude. The splatters. Look at the splatters. How good the splatters look. Oh, that's sick, man. God damn, that's clean, dude. No fucking way. If it gets cold enough, there's snow. Oh, this is too cool. And the snow sticks and melts. That's so fucking cool. God damn. I guess he might have just like yanked these assets from somewhere, but the assets aren't what's impressive here. It's the fucking implementation, you know? That's great, dude. So look at the angle of the rain when it's really windy, right? Then if you turn down the wind, you lose that angle steepness, you know? That's so great. Wow. And he's got this like mesh or whatever you call it, like a texture kind of fading down beneath as a sort of effect. It looks really great. God dang. See it, like I want to see the code, you know? I want to see the code. Because what's great about mine, not that mine's not amazing or anything, it's just that you can go literally see how I did it. You can go see all the like if we go to the states and the play state, oh, you know what? I gotta delete this play state or help state. Yeah, I gotta delete this. This shouldn't be in there. Nothing happens if you do anything with it, so that's good. But we don't need it. It's unnecessary and we don't use it. So if on here in our main, we have the play state, we don't ever do the help state, so we can just delete that file. I guess that means we don't need a folder for our states. But let me see. In dependencies, we require. Yeah, we don't need this. We're just going to say require play state, and then we're going to say play state is sitting right there, and we don't have this folder. Okay, so it should work just the same. Just now there's no empty help state that we had in there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add the message saying final commit for code jam, then said like removed help state. Now get p. Okay, so yeah, if you go to the submissions, you can go to the page, you can go to the Git repo, cool. So like, let's just say we want to see, well, don't want to see that one, but like you want to see the code itself. So like, here's the code. So there's the play state. Most of the stuff is in the play state, all these biomes. Cool. So like, yeah, you can actually see all my code, which I really love. People can look at the implementation details. And then there's also, I should have probably had a class folder to put all these classes in, but it's like, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get better at the organization or whatever. Because actually, I think source should be in play state. Play state should be in source. But it's whatever. We'll leave it as is. It's done. You know, it's just preference at this point of like how to organize my Git repos and stuff. But download an unzip folder. Download and install Love2D. Cool. It works. See, this stuff shouldn't have been in dependencies. Player and biome should not have been in dependencies is my big problem. Not that it's a big deal. Fuck, let's just fix it real quick. Might as well. Might as well. I just want to say player and biome go here in the source folder. Which means in our dependencies, we need to say that they are no longer in dependencies, they're just in source. So if we play, and then I actually put play state in source as well. So now it should run just, oh God, it should run just the same. Cool. Okay. So I think we're done. We just need to commit this last one, which is git add all of the commit, say OLC Code Jam 2022 final submission. Nothing to commit. Well, yeah, I changed stuff. I changed this. I changed this. This is source play state, right? Yeah, source play state, player and biome. Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on. Almost done, guys, almost done. I'm just gonna do a open it of the folder here. Okay, we've got, I'm just gonna tidy it up a little bit. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I like it. I like that. So here, I'm going to try this again. Get add with a commit saying final submission. And then I'm going to get P to our origin main. So now our final submission is going to look like this. And then if we go download, submission. Cool. And then if we go look at the code, yeah, we've got the main. You can look at our main, which is all this. Cool. Oh, okay. Cool. We finished with 2 hours, 20 minutes remaining. This was super fun. I'm glad I did it. It was a nice break from Joust. And I'm just super proud of it, and I really love it. So yeah, if you want to play it, you totally can. You just have to download R2d and the, folder from the repo. But we're done. We committed. We got 2 hours to spare, and we did it, man. We made something playable. There's no win state or lose state. It's simple, but it was something I wanted to see if I could pull off, and I pulled it off. So I'm super happy. Okay. All right. Next episode, we're going to be playing some other people's games and rating them and stuff, probably just as a sort of kind of fun participation, a fun game jam conclusion or whatever. And then, we're going to go back to working on Joust and keep making progress on that. But thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for coding. Peace.